beat, riding for Wally. Kill everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest. BT, how they want you bringing them BT, riding for Wally. Kill everybody walking. You know that it's on the finest.
First half, Arsenal played pretty well, so I don't have so much to say. The first 10 minutes was kind of tough. We're trying to figure out what kind of gameplay they're trying to do because they were just everywhere. They just had us on lock. The first 10 minutes I wasn't sure what was going on. I wasn't sure if we were gonna survive. But then after that, once they found their feet and they found out what the game plans were, what Manchester was doing, we got them. We got them until the freaking bogus referee and VAR, whoever is on VAR, I don't know how much they're paying you, but that was bogus. That was bogus, and you know that was bogus. That was nothing. That was light. That was extremely light. Ericsson, my man, come on. You know what? You're Tottenham, so I can't even say too much about you, man. But let me breathe, man, because that was some bull. Yes, that penalty shoot. I said penalty. Goodness, I can't even think. That Martinelli first disallowed goal was bogus. That was light. That wasn't nothing serious. VAR didn't have to do that. VAR did not have to do that. You know, you're making this game extremely soft. You know, growing up watching like Jap Stams, Vieiras, like Keon, Campbell, watching that type of football, even going way back in the 80s. 80s and 90s, early 90s, early 2000s. You know, all them football was tough, even way earlier than that, you know. But that was a bogus move. I'm kind of pissed off. I'm still trying to catch myself. And then after that, Arsenal came. Once they woke up, that was a wake-up call. They woke up and then they had Manchester on lock. From whatever time that disallowed goal started, they had everybody on lock. Manchester United they were pretty much like parking the bus, trying to figure out what Arsenal was trying to do. So you can tell it's like two big coaches, two mindsets trying to go at it. It's like a chase game. The first 10 minutes Arsenal had was, what is this game? What are they trying to do? And then after that, the next, from whatever time that was that disallowed goal all the way on, it was Ten Hag trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Park the bus, let's figure this out fast. Let's see what they're trying to do. Arsenal played really good. The goal came because, in my opinion, it's my opinions and my view. In my opinion, I think Gabi, number 6 defender, centre back Gavi, you were out of position, bro. You were out of position, and then you had no choice but to slide because you were out of position and you're getting beat. When you slid and you missed everything, you missed a player, you missed a ball, you could have had a yellow card, which is kind of scary because Saliba also has a yellow card. So, but you still went for it and missed both. You missed a player, you missed the ball. If you look, you'll see like 3 Arsenal players right there just waiting for the ball to come because you're way out of position. You're way ahead. And because you're that, Zinchenko had no choice but to tack in, to take your position, which left Anthony by himself. And he's a left footer, so he's not missing. Now he's going to curl it around Ramsdale, and that's it. 1-0. Out of position, bro. You're too aggressive, man. You're like way too aggressive. Sometimes you can be aggressive, but use your head, you know? Sometimes I see Saliba, he's aggressive, but I see him, he's young, but he's using his head. If he has to take a yellow card, he's going to take one, but you're not going to just beat him, you know? Last week he got a yellow card because he pulled a guy, because he saw you were right there, but somehow he just didn't fully trust you, so he pulled, boom, got a yellow card. This week he got a yellow card again. Every time he's getting beat, he's not trusting nobody behind him. What does that say about you, Gabi? Think about it, man. Think about it. You know, you went for a foul and missed both. You missed the ball and you missed the player. You were out of position. Zinchenko had no choice but to tack in Anthony on this left side. You already know what he was going to do. The right side, I mean, you already know what he was going to do. And he's a left footer, so he's been trying to do the same thing. He's been trying to curl it the whole game. He played like crap anyways, in my opinion. Anyway, he still scored. So 1-0 halftime. Second half, let's see what they got. In my opinion, I still believe in the one-on-one. It's first half right now. It's half time. Let's go. Great boy. So second half stats. Arsenal choking Man U. We were playing amazing. I was like, all right, the first goal is gonna come anytime. The equalizing goal is coming. It's coming because you guys were playing good. The wings was playing it, but I kept seeing gaps in the middle. And this is what I was saying before. The game is won in midfield. If you go back to my prediction, I did say Lokonga and Xhaka, they leave so much space because they play the same. You cannot compare Lokonga and Partey, obviously, because Partey plays differently and he's a baller. He's a pro baller. Lokonga, you tell him what to do, he will do the job. He tries to forward the ball more, but I was seeing a lot of space right there, but I didn't say too much. I was just like, all right, let me just watch. But Arsenal had the ball. Arsenal was moving. Arsenal was playing good. They got me shifting my mind. I was like, okay, we might equalize and have another goal. Here comes Saka. Saka comes in, boom. A bounce to him, wide open goal. Because of the clash there were between the defenders and Jesus and the goalkeeper. He had an open chance. Boom, took it like nicely. 1-1. Arsenal was still coming hard goal. I was thinking like, oh man, this is ours for the taking. Manu is slowly tacking in. They were pretty much doing like and this is where I was getting kind of scared. When the back line started pushing too far up because of what they were thinking. They were having a lot of confidence that the second goal is coming at any time. And at the same time, I was looking at the gaps that were leaving. There was so much space in the middle, knowing that they had Rashford is fast, man. Rashford is fast. So this game, definitely, we lost the game on midfield because midfield left a lot of gaps. And I was saying that in my previews. I said if the game gets played in the middle, on paper we're losing anyways. On paper we were losing, but I'm an Arsenal fan, so I did not want my team to lose. So I predicted 1-1. My prediction was coming correct, and then they were playing way too good, and I said, oh wow, we might win this. But then I started seeing the empty spots, and I started seeing what Manchester United was doing. What they were doing is counter-attack football. I know that quite well because that's my specialty. I love that counter-attack football. I love like Atletico Madrid. I love watching that counter-attack because they don't mind not having the ball. When they get that ball, they utilize it to the fullest. We got the ball a lot. We did not utilize. We did not get our chances. Jesus didn't take a bunch of his chances that he could have. Odegaard, he had a couple shots he could have taken. Again, he did like one last final touch for no reason. Saka could have done better in some situations, even if he scored. So I can't take too much of his credit. But just in general, counter-attack football is you get the ball and you know you have moves already that you're about to do because you're going to lose that ball immediately. So seeing the empty spaces in the middle, seeing that Manchester United top was just way too fast. Rashford is fast. And then with that, you can see because of all these gaps in the middle, not only on paper, Manchester United have better midfield. Eriksen, Bruno, all those guys, ball on feet, space is deadly. Ball, feet, enough space, and there's runners there ready to go. Deadly combination. We gave them a lot of that. You cannot do that to these players. These players don't need too much space. They don't need too much time. If they get that ball and they see somebody running and there's a little bit of space, goodbye. It's up to the striker to do what he do. But if you see this open right in the middle, exposing Saliba exposing. Again, we all know about Gabby. We see like, okay, he got a little downfall. But in this situation, they exposed Saliba. I was like, oh, Saliba, you're leaving too much space. Why? Because the midfield was just leaving enough space there. There was a lot of space for these Manchester midfielders to pick the perfect pass to the striker, not to do too much. The striker's fast already. You just gotta run a little bit, hit it in a corner, do something about it. Very stressful because Manchester did not play good. Arsenal played really good. From Manchester had a small little gaps where they played good, like the beginning of the game, the first 10 minutes of the game, and like second half, maybe like a pocket of 5 minutes here, 2 minutes here. Besides that, 90 minutes, Arsenal had it all under control, but somehow Manchester finds a way to beat us at Old Trafford. I just don't get it. I don't know what the issue is. You know, these guys they give us the respect by staying back. They stayed back. They almost parked the bus for us. That's like respect. You're respecting your opponent doing that. So they respected us. And what we do, it's a chess game between the coaches. What did Arteta do? Gave the players confidence to pull up. But you can't pull up if the midfield is dead. And Ten Hag saw the midfield and he utilized that. He's like, oh, the midfield is like that. Second half, we're going to do something different. They changed the style of what we were playing. I was watching it, I was getting scared, but when the second goal came in, Rashford wide open, running, one-on-one with the goalkeeper Ramsdale, who, by the way, did not have much. I can't give him, like, if I'm to take points out, I cannot take too much. I can't take points from him just because they scored 3-1. I can't take points from him. That was defensive errors. Midfield was wide open, exposing our defenders. Ramsdale did not do too much. He has no choice. He had to come up. He had that one little shamble where he gave the ball away, but he recovered. He got himself out of his own mess. So Ramsdale played his way. Yeah. I don't know what to say. We march on. We can't give up now. We're still top. Even if we lost this one, we're just not undefeated. And I didn't think we were going to be undefeated. I'm still surprised that... No, I'm not surprised because I did call for 5 beginning games winning. And then I said 1-1. But in the back of my head, I'm like, we're going to Old Trafford away. That's why I said 1-1. If it was Manu coming to Emirates, I would have said 2-1. But in the back of my head, I always had that Manu just plays like Barcelona against Arsenal at Old Trafford. So, humbled, you know. But I wasn't cocky as an Arsenal fan, just being like, yo, we're up, we're top, we're going to win this. No, we're not winning this. Manchester City is going to take this. Haaland is going to be top scorer. Haaland is going to break the record for the most goals this season, in my opinion. De Bruyne with Haaland, De Bruyne is probably going to break any record that's out there for assist. Manchester City got this one on the bag already, and they're like breathing right behind our necks. Not too far before they take, and then nobody can catch them, because Liverpool this year is over with. Bye-bye, Liverpool. But we march. I'm going to give the player ratings right now, straight. The game just ended right now. I'm heated because we played really good, but we just could not utilize our spaces and our chances. Manchester played like crap, but they utilized their spaces and their chances, and on paper they had better players. We as a team played good. So in other words, I can give Arteta the benefit of the doubt that the team played good. They just could not finish. They could not. That's not up to him. But again, midfield was dead. That's up to you. You and Edu and whoever is involved in transfer market. So it's annoying knowing. It's very, very annoying knowing that what we needed, we could have done something about it, but we didn't do about it. We didn't do anything about it. So me as a fan from afar watching, that's just like, what? Why? Look everybody around you is buying like positions they need. Manu is already looking they're looking crazy. I just don't understand how they're not. They don't have the chemistry to like really go all in. So, but they're there, top 4. They're definitely gonna be breathing down someone's neck. Anyway, we're gonna start with the goalkeeper, Ramsdale. Ramsdale, again, you didn't have much wrong beside the one pass, that little shamble, but you recovered yourself. That's what top goalkeepers will do. But if that goal had gone in, then but with that say, we still lost 3-1. I'll give you a 5. Sorry, this is gonna be a very low rating. I'll give you a 5. Ben White, again, what did I say? I predicted Saka would have a baller of a game if Tomiyasu played. Why? Because he overlaps, he does that. You can see Ben White try to do that, but it's not the same. Because when Tomiyasu came in second half as a substitute, you saw the game was live, a little bit more live. Like he was like, okay, if he did this throughout that Kalanga guy, whatever his name is, the left back, would have been in trouble. Because now you have Saka and Tomiyasu trying to do the same thing. One is overlapping, one is doing the same thing. You can cut. Anyway, Ben White, 3-1. We lost. You tried. I say you didn't get beat like openly. You played smart. I'll give you a 5. Saliba, the midfield exposed you. They exposed. We all say you're like super fast, super this, super that. But a couple of those goals, if you're as fast as we think you are, you could have semi-stopped. You could have semi-stopped Rashford. But I can't say too much, man. You got exposed because the midfield the balls came right there. A lot of their goals initially started from right in the middle because there was a lot of gap right there. Anybody with a good pass they can pick whichever player they want to get right in the middle because the middle is dead. Saliba, I give you 6. 3-1. Anyway, Gabby, in my opinion, you're at fault for the first goal. Out of position again, maybe because you're trying to pull up a little bit in the midfield because the midfield was dead. I'd say this already. The game is won in midfield in this one. And since we don't have Partey, on paper, we are losing the game on paper because the midfield is not the same. They don't match up. Manchester United and Arsenal midfield, 2 different levels. What we have right now. But and I say if we play on the wings more, which they tried to do that, and every time we were going, we were looking scary, and then somehow the game kept being pulled right back in the middle, and you know what happened when you do that. I kept saying, no, go back to the wings. If you can play the whole 90 minutes on the wings, I was good. The ball keeps shifting. Either Xhaka will bring it back in, Lokonga will turn around and bring it back in. I said, what are you doing? You know that's not your strength. Anyway, Gabby, you came in, you missed the ball, you missed the player. You got Zinchenko out of position. Anthony left-footed. Boom, called it in. First goal. Second goal and third goals, you know how they came in. They came in because the midfield again is dead. So the balls went through you and Saliba like back to back. And since you're not as fast as Rashford, 3-1. I'm gonna give you a 5. And that's me being nice. I should give you a 4.5. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a 4.5. That's probably, in my opinion, like 4.5 fits you, man. I'm sorry, bro. I like you too. Zinchenko, you are live first half, lively second until you got hooked. But you look lively. You slid in the midfield. You tried to slide in the midfield. You went all the way to the left to give Martinelli any help he needed. Just basic, I guess. To me, it was a basic game. I wasn't super impressed because I've seen you play better. But this is also against Manchester United, better position. And Anthony was just doing his thing. He wasn't. He scored on your side, but it wasn't your fault. Anyways, Zinchenko, I'll give you a 5. Lukonga and Xhaka, I give you guys both 4.5s. That's very, very mean of me to do that. But I'm gonna have to do that because all the goals came right from the midfield, and I was saying this before. The game is won right there, and exactly what happened. I was saying is go to the flanks, let the Saka and Martinelli do their thing throughout the whole game. The ball kept coming right back inside. I'm giving you both 4.5s. Alright, we'll go with the left side. Martinelli. You're aggressive. Every and then I'll say you're doing way too much. And that goes to Saka. You seem like a little aggressive. A lot of times you're doing way too much. Sometimes trust your players. Get rid of the ball. Pass it to them. Quick. But sometimes you just want to draw 3-4 defenders. You like to keep the defenders completely as stop, then you move, which kind of slow down. If you're about to pass, it slows down our own players because Martinelli, you wasn't bad. You caused a lot of issues to Dalot. Dalot was he wasn't having his ways until he got that low. Once he got 2-1 and our heads were down, that's when he came back to life again. But you had him on toast a lot of times. Martinelli, I'm gonna give you a 6.5. Saka, you scored. Again, you're very productive, and people still talk about you in terms of you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're doing this, you're not doing that. You're assisting, or doing something where the goal comes from your side, or scoring this game. But I saw the hunger when you scored that. You're like, let's go. I was like, oh, you got me going. But again, I predicted if Tomiyasu did not start, you're gonna have semi of a hard game, and their left back seemed like he was having his ways a lot. But every now and then, it's 50-50. He was having his, you're having yours. But if Tomiyasu was there, that would have been a little bit more of an open game, more one-on-one type of thing, because they kept doubling you. But Tomiyasu did not start. Ben White did. So, in my opinion, you're probably the player of the match for Arsenal, because the player of the match was Rashford, obviously. But as an Arsenal fan, I'm giving you the player of the match. I'm gonna give you a 7. Because you scored and you brought hope back. I was up here when you did that. Anyway, Odegaard, you pressured, you got hooked. But you pressured. I'm gonna give you a 5, man. You had so many chances to take a couple shots. I don't know. You have a left foot, man. You have a left foot. You never utilize it, man. Every hand you smack it one time. You see when watch, cause Vieira when he came in, he looked lively. And then when ESR came in, he looked lovely. He even took a shot. He went a little bit over, but those surprise shots, just take them. You never do. You want a perfect shot. Perfect, clean, super clean. Sometimes take those dirty shots. They might bounce, boom, boom, boom. You never know. I'm gonna give you 5, man. Jesus, you got bullied. They really, the two defenders really tried to get the best. Because I wanted Martinelli to be giving Dalot hell over there on the left side, or Saka to give their the left back hell, so you can be trying to run in Aubameyang style, catch, to just completely just confuse the defenders. But you didn't do as much of that. I want you to run behind the defenders, but cut, the goal is good. Cut that way, just you didn't do too much of that. You kept going back to go get the ball, which is what they wanted. They wanted you in front of them. you behind at any point, like what Rashford did to our defenders. That's what I wanted. What Rashford did is what I wanted Jesus to do in this game. But our two flanks just held the ball way too long and they did way too much. So he wasn't able to be running and doing. But anyway, I'm gonna give you a 6.5. Do I remember you taking any shots? I don't think I remember you taking any shot. Yeah. VAR, I give you a 0. Suck your mother. Referee, same thing. Both of you be in the same bed. Arteta, I'm gonna give you a 5. I'll give you a 5 just because of the transfer season and you didn't do anything about midfield and you knew Partey was done. You got rid of Maitland-Niles when we needed somebody in the midfield, especially now. You know, El Neni goes, Partey goes, and you still got rid of El Neni, Maitland-Niles, and Pepe. Those are some players that we could utilize right there somewhere. I would take Niles all day over Lokonga, if you ask me, but you got rid of him. So, I'm going to give you 5 because of your past actions. But you structured the game quite well. You showed what you're doing on second half, like what your plans are. And Ten Hag said, oh, that's what you're about to do? You're trying to do the same thing? All right, I'm gonna switch it up. Counter-attack. And you saw the counter-attack, you didn't do anything. You didn't balance you didn't change it. You knew like the midfield was dead. You didn't do anything to like maybe shift that position, shift this one's position, bring this, do that, do something. You didn't do that. You just let the game go until we lost 3-1. But anyway, I give you 5. All the subs, you all get 5s. Arsenal fans, when the first goal went in, I saw that on TV. Oh man, you guys were just like, I could feel it. I felt like I was right there. I was like, oh, you guys are always there, man. You're on Twitter war against Man U fans. You're like on social media. You're always holding down the fans. On these YouTube platforms, you're just holding it down. So you're gonna get a 10 from me at all times because I'm one of them. I'm giving myself a 10 straight hot because I could have been a different fan, but I can't. Your boy Razor, man. I'm out.